Hey, what's up guys? It's Corey here with Dapper Dollars, and today we're going to talk about Vuzix and whether or not it's time to sell. You ready? Let's get started. So, this channel is all about using print-on-demand platforms like Merch by Amazon, Etsy, Redbubble, and things like that to create income for ourselves online and invest this income in things like stocks and real estate. If that sounds like something you're interested in, like and subscribe, and let's get started. So, Viewsix is a stock that has definitely gained some notoriety recently. I've been talking about it for a while, and today we're going to talk about whether or not it's time to sell or time to buy in and really get ready to take a ride. So, sell or buy? Let's talk about it. First off, what is Viewsix for people who might not know about this stock or might be new to the channel? Viewsix is an augmented reality glasses company that is more in the private label sector, and they allow their glasses to be sold to companies in the industries like medical, industrial, and construction. And a little bit of the sales force recently is what a few people are talking about. In the medical industry, they have used their glasses to do, I think, up to 40 knee replacement surgeries, which allow the doctor to be in one place, another doctor to be in another place, and this is good because there are doctors who have more skills than others. So let's say one doctor over here doesn't really know how to do a knee replacement surgery. This doctor has done 200 knee replacement surgeries. With the glasses from Vuzix, they can both wear these glasses and see what each other are doing. So the person who has done a ton of knee replacement surgeries before can walk someone who hasn't done a knee replacement surgery before through the process. He's able to successfully do the knee replacement operation, and it is a huge benefit to the patient and the, population as a whole, because it now makes quality surgeons much more accessible through products like Vuzix. In the construction area, a lot of people are able to put on the glasses, walk through a building that is being made. The person on the other end is able to see what that person walking through the building is seeing, and they're able to talk to that person through the headset as well. And it is a massive game changer for people in the sales industry, because this means you no longer really have to go to a client. You don't have to get on a plane. You don't have to go in these places. You can actually just give the client a pair of glasses. You put on the glasses yourself. You demonstrate what your product is. The client's able to see it. And you're able to do work in a more socially distanced setting, because this is, I think our society is actually grabbing onto this. And there are definitely parts of social distancing, and the lack of travel is definitely going to be a huge factor as far as sales go, and people are realizing that you don't exactly have to go to a place to make the sale. So that's how it works in the sales industry and in manufacturing and warehouses and things like that. People who work in these warehouses are able to put on the Vuzix glasses, see what's on the shelves, and then the glasses recognize what is on the shelf, and it lets the person know what they need to get exactly. So there is no more of having to, give Chad a piece of paper and Chad writes down what he needs to get. He goes and gets it, pulls it, and ships it to the customer. Turns out Chad didn't really have great handwriting, so he got the wrong thing. Now, you don't even have to worry about what Chad's handwriting looks like or whether Chad can, understand you. All you have to do is give Chad the glasses. Chad puts on the glasses. Chad goes and picks out what he needs. He goes and sees the shelf. The thing that he needs to pull is lit up on the shelf. Chad pulls the thing. There is absolutely zero mistake, zero possibility for mistakes, unless you tell Chad to pick the wrong thing, and then that's on you. Anyway, so this is what Vuzix is, and about the company and what the benefits that they offer. And all of this is completely wireless. It is just the headset. And that's going to come into play whenever we talk about Vuzix competition later. So, Vuzix has been up over 100% since I bought in. And this is usually where a lot of people like to sell. So am I going to sell Vuzix, or am I going to buy in more and get ready for a bigger ride? Because this is the tipping point for a lot of stocks. If you watch stocks before, if they go up 100%, there's usually a dip. And then you find out if the stock is actually going to keep going up or if it's going to go back down to where it was before, because all the investors bailed, they made money, and now they're just out. So, what determines whether or not I'm going to buy Vuzix? And what should determine if you buy a stock in the first place? Well, you need to invest in the leadership team of the company and make sure that the company that you're investing in is a leader in the industry. And I think we can all agree, once we go through the competition, that Vuzix is the industry leader in augmented reality glasses. The CEO at the head of Vuzix is also in a pretty good position to be an effective leader for this company. He has done a great job getting Vuzix from where it was, I think around 2010, to where it is now 10 years later, and a profitable, no, well, not profitable company yet, but on their way to profitability. So let's talk about Vuzix competition. The first person that Vuzix has as competition is Microvision. And this is really a company that is in the same industry as Vuzix. They've got the augmented reality glasses. They're doing a lot of the waveform projection stuff onto glasses, but the big issue here is that they are lacking funding and depending on funding to keep moving forward. They just did a capital or raised capital recently to get themselves through April. And then a lot of what's come out about this company is that Microvision is really looking to be bought out, which is not a good thing if you're a long-term investor. You don't want to invest in a company that is just like trying to limp along until it eventually gets bought out by someone like Amazon. Because what if Amazon doesn't decide to buy it? So what happens now? So Microvision is a decent company, but it's not exactly a great long-term investment. And they just honestly, if they don't get bought out, it's not really very clear if they're going to survive long-term or not. So the next one we have is Loomis. This is an Israeli-based company. The product doesn't really exist yet, but they have the idea of what augmented reality glasses are, and they're working towards creating something like that. But again, this is not in the setting that Vuzix is in. They are business to business, but they're not exactly as far as Vuzix is in actually having a product, having the product out there, and getting follow-on orders like Vuzix has. So Loomis is still probably 5 years behind Vuzix right now. We have DigiLens. This is a startup in California. They are mostly focused on the lenses of augmented reality glasses. And just going back a little bit, I went and tried to find as many competitors in the space of augmented reality glasses as I could that were kind of tangentially related to Vuzix or direct competitors. You'll notice that Microsoft, Google, and Apple are not on this list, mostly because those people are going to be more B2C, so business to consumer. The big players like that are usually not going to be in the business to business space and filling the needs that Vuzix is. So that out of the way, let's get back to DigiLens and the fact that they really are more focused on the quality of the lens that go into augmented reality glasses and improving the picture that can appear on your glasses lens. So the augmented reality that's projected onto the lens is mostly the lens that receives the augmented reality projection is what they're focused on. And they are doing a good job, but again, they're not direct competitors, and they're still a little bit behind Vuzix because they're on that situation of needing funding and things like that. So DigiLens is not exactly a direct competitor. Epson is one that is probably the closest out of most of these. When you hear Epson, if you're like me, you usually think printers, because I'm the communications director, and whenever I think Epson, or whenever I hear the word Epson, I know that they are mostly known for printers. So whenever I saw that they were coming out with augmented reality glasses, I was a little confused, but they actually have a pretty decent, they have a decent augmented reality glasses. The company is Moverio that they're using, but the only downside is that they're tied and tethered to handles and things like that. So whenever you put the glasses on, you need to have a handset as well, and there's a wire that goes from your glasses to your handset, and that's how you can control things. This is really not as streamlined as Vuzix. Vuzix is just the headset, and in the headset, or just the glasses. And in the glasses, you have the speakers that can talk to you, you have a speaker you can speak into for a call, and you have the projection for the augmented reality that is within the glasses body themselves. So this is a much better product that Epson is putting out. And lastly, we have Sony. Sony is a discontinued project, or At least that's what their website says. That they have the glasses, and the glasses look good on Sony's website, but you don't have any real there's no demonstrations of what Sony's actually doing. All it says is that they've been discontinued. So Sony might be out of the game, but there is a huge influx of companies that are looking to get into this space. However, we know that investing in Vuzix, we are ahead of the game, and there is not much that people can do to get to where Vuzix is, short of buying Vuzix out. And again, I'm not someone who is wanting Vuzix to get bought out. I want Vuzix to go on to be a much better company in the future and not get bought out. So, what does all this mean, and what can we expect from Vuzix in the future? First, we can see that Vuzix is the industry leader. They have a great CEO. They've been driven into a place of success, and it is only going to continue from here. They have multiple follow-on orders that they've gotten this year, or 2020. They've gotten, multiple new clients. Pixie was a great deal. And Vuzix is in a great spot to probably beat revenues this coming quarter. They're likely going to be, I would think, within $15 a share halfway through the year of 2021. And I would think likely we're going to see $20 a share by the end of 2021 if everything goes the way that it should. And how do we know this? Well, because Vuzix market cap right now is $300-something million, which is, if you look at what they're doing and the total addressable market that they're going after, this is going to be at least a $10 billion a year industry. Not 10 million, $10 billion a year industry. So that means that there is plenty of room for Vuzix to run. They just have to keep doing what they're doing, and this is a sign for me that it's time to keep investing. I'm going to wait for a dip. I really am looking forward to something that comes out about the company that's not exactly a fundamental change, but maybe, their CFO was caught at a casino or something, and then the stock dips like 20%. This is a great time to buy because it means that there's no real fundamental shift with the company. It just shows that there was a little bit of a wild night for an employee, and it creates a buying opportunity because you get a lower stock price. And these are the opportunities I look to buy in. I don't exactly look to buy in situations where it's like Vuzix missed earnings. That's usually not a good time to buy. But anyway, this is my opinion on Vuzix and where I see it going in the future. Remember, it's a $300-something million market cap right now. It's probably going to be a $5 to $10 billion market cap within the next 10 years. It's trading at below $10 right now. I think really anything under $10 at this point is a really good bargain. Between 10 and 12, I'm not going to be buying as heavily, and once it gets to 15, I'll likely be holding until we get into the 20s and maybe 30s. So that's my projection for Vuzix. I would love to know what you guys think if you're actually invested in Vuzix or if you're thinking about it. Leave it in the comments below, like and subscribe, and remember guys, someone is going to do something amazing every day. Why not you? See ya.